EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and a couple. Allen will throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Allen. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Allen on third.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Zero surprise to see Mark Andrews receive a pass and pick up a first down right there. Not only is he one of the best tight ends in the league, he's one of the best overall players in the entire NFL. Set Baltimore Ravens franchise records last season for catches and yards in a single year.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today, man.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense... Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And in for the Ravens touchdown. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On second down, Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. 1, the turnover battle, and the second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Jalen Armour-Davis, the one to get the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Allen.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The Ravens have 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Jackson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Third and goal, Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's got some space here. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here in the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
This one from 46 yards out.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will tie us at 24 all.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved that if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Jackson's going to try the sneak.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second and 2, Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up third and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Throwing on first down is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Jackson's throw into the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one. Ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Jackson connecting with Andrews.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
Jackson connects with Duvernay.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Jackson to throw. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Jackson.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake. Allen uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But not only do they get the interception, now they've got it 1st and goal and already in chip shot range here for a field goal to write an end to this script.
Brandon, they have to be thinking to themselves, do we just run the field goal kicker out there right now? Most teams, though, tend to run a play or two, take care of the football, and then kick it on 3rd down.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Given them full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Bills, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm playing to win. Back on the wall.